This is Fred Beck from Fred Talks Fighting. I'm joined over Zoom, all the way from Miami, Joe Fournier. Joe, it's nice to talk to you again. How are you?
Thanks, buddy. I'm good, mate. I'm good. Always got a smile on my face. Every day on the planet is another good day.
And I guess yesterday when the fight got announced, that's an even better day.
It sure is. It sure is. I finally got what I wanted.
Was there any chance in your mind that you wouldn't be picked as an opponent for KSI, or was it for his last fight you knew that it was embedded, it was going to happen?
No, I thought it would be done months ago. I thought it would get done a few weeks after he finished the fight. I mean, it doesn't take a long time. Uh, but yeah, they were definitely on the fence about it. They sent me a contract, which I think is, like I said earlier on to someone else, it's like hardly any money really relative to my life. And I just took it because I wanted the fight. But yeah, they none of the things I wanted did I get. So it wasn't a very good negotiation on my side. But at the end of the day, it was the fight I wanted. And sometimes you gotta just take whatever is offered just to get it done. And from my side, yeah, I took, like I said, hardly any financial money relative to my life, and fighting at 180 when I'm 205, the 10-pound rehydration clause that all the other guys got. So, but I agreed to it all. I think they only gave me 4 ringside tickets or something ridiculous out of but whatever. Don't care.
Surely,
I need.
Joe, surely you can buy a few more ringside seats. That's
No,
not too
exactly.
bad.
No, but it's more about
The respect of this, yeah.
yeah, you give, headline in a fight, you get 20, 30 tickets at least ringside, and you get, first class for you and your team. I didn't get any of that, but whatever. We're going to fly on a private jet anyway. It don't matter.
Yeah, I guess most fighters flying KSI don't really fly in a private jet. They're flying the flights that Misfits provide. So it ain't too bad for you,
Yeah.
Joe. So what were
No,
the things?
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. I'm very happy with. Listen, I'm happy the deal got done. I'm happy with Misfits. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that as some great deals that I've done in my life, if we're talking a deal per deal basis, probably wasn't the best deal I've ever done.
What were you specifically unhappy about with the deal?
I'm not unhappy. I'm very happy.
But the little
Yeah.
things you were saying that you could have been, I'm not too
Well,
happy
I
about
would have
the
liked to
weight.
fight. I would have liked to fought at 190, so I only have to lose 15 pounds. I would like to have 20 ringside tickets. Would have liked a private jet sent over to Miami, pick me up. All the good stuff.
That's fair enough then. Can I ask what you're weighing right now?
202 pounds.
Oh, okay, that's pretty good then. You're on weight, really. Apart from 20
Well,
pounds,
180.
but at least you're not 230 or 220.
No, I walk around at 205 unless I'm really on a bender.
When was the last time you went out properly partying?
I'm still going out.
Oh.
I'm still going out. I'm still going out. Last night. No, I'm not, listen, I've always said this is, for me, boxing is something that I love doing, but I can't stop my businesses. I own nightclubs. I'm one of the biggest nightclub, you know, businessmen out there. So I can't not go to nightclubs. You can't. That's what pays the real bills.
I know, but
This
can you
is
get to the club and not drink? Or that's not really a thing, is it?
nah, but a bit of tequila don't hurt. It just keeps, keeps the ligaments, keeps the ligaments lubricated.
Okay. You do you, Joe. For a viewer watching this right now, it would come off as if you're underestimating KSI. Would you say you are?
No, one thing I don't do is I don't really disrespect people. KSI is the best YouTuber in boxing, right? That alone is a big feat because he's only ever had to fight YouTubers, right? So in his field, he's number one. So before him was Logan Paul, I would say would be number one, and he beat him, so he's number one. I think Jake Paul's probably number two. And I'm not underestimating. I think he's explosive. I think he's tremendously skilled for a YouTube boxer. I think he has a good knack. Knocking people out ain't easy. I'm a knockout artist. I know it ain't easy because I see some really strong, big, muscly people that can't knock people out. So there's a skill to it. There's a timing. There's should I say, kind of an art to it. So he has that. So he's dangerous. But I'm not a YouTube boxer, am I? I'm a professional boxer. So I'm playing a whole different sport. So he's playing cricket. I'm playing baseball. It's a whole different thing. So when he gets punched in the face by me, he's gonna realize how big a mistake he's made signing this contract. But no, I'm not underestimating him because he's good. He ain't shit, but he's just not as good as me, and he's gonna get sparked out.
How many? I'll talk to you about the fight and how you think it's going to play out in a minute, but let's just get some of the details in. I guess there's 10-ounce gloves, 8 rounds, 3 minutes. Are those all correct?
No, I think it's 6 rounds.
Oh, only 6 rounds.
I think that's what he fights, isn't it? I'll have to check the contract. I didn't even pay attention to any of that stuff.
Oh,
Well, 6,
if
8,
you're
10.
fighting, surely if I was in a fight, I'd want to know the distance, the gloves.
6, 8, 10. What do you mean gloves? I've only ever fought in 10-ounce gloves for the last 10 years. I wouldn't like. Why would they give me any other gloves?
Obviously, the gloves are normal, it's 10 ounces misfits, but the amount of rounds, I would probably want to know if it's 8 rounds or 6 rounds.
But what difference? He's never going to get past the second round anyway. It can be 25 rounds. What cares?
You are
It's
particularly
really
knockout then.
well. I don't like to work overtime, and I do need because I've done a 3-fight deal, so I do need to have some rounds underneath me. So just really depends how much he irritates me between now and then, how much I hurt him. I want to make him cry in the ring. I've never seen a grown man cry. I really want to like just bust up his elbows, his shoulders, his arms, his ribs, just so he just breaks down into tears, doesn't want to continue. That's my goal.
That's not very nice, Joe.
I know. I feel like I got the little bit bum because he said he was going to knock me out, and just now he posted that I'm a pussy on Instagram. I'm like, I say such nice things about you, you just call me a pussy. What you're going to do is create more pain for yourself.
Oh, well, I guess that's building the fight, kind of building hype, making sure it's more traction.
Well, I think this fight, I've had 126,000 people look at my Instagram. I think everything's sold out. I've had to charge my phone 8 times since this fight got announced. People asking me for tickets. So, I don't think there's a problem with us building or selling this fight. I think it's going to break records because he's going to get put to sleep, and everyone's going to want to see that. And I'm the big bad guy. You know what I mean? I'm the billionaire. The billionaire bad guy that's going to put him to sleep. Roll in my private jet, roll out of my private jet, and take the little belt that they created and put it on my wall next to the WBA International. And we keep it moving, baby. Go straight to the club.
What's it like being a billionaire? It's a bit off topic, but I just want to know.
I don't know, really. It's very hard. Like, you got to have like more specific questions. You got to give me you got to give me examples.
Yeah, I understand. It's quite a broad question. Okay, how do you live your life differently now at age 40 than you did at age 20? I guess when you're on the come up.
Yeah. I think now, like, I can. I guess now I can do whatever I like. Mm-hmm. I don't have to be anywhere at any one time. I can, do deals like this where I'm just doing it for the passion, just for the platform, really. I'm not doing it for the money. So I think also like convenience, you can, I feel like going out on the boat tomorrow. You just take out your boat. It's there. It's waiting. You've got a crew cleaning it, washing it. I want to fly. Oh, yeah, well, there's no direct flights. Oh, don't worry. We'll just fuel the jet, take the plane. So, you're having dinner with a girl. She's like, I've never been to the Bahamas. And you just tell your captain, get to the plane. You just have some caviar, some champagne. And then let's fly to the Bahamas tonight. And we take her, to party in the Bahamas, fly back the next morning. You see, you have like some luxury items that you can do. Also, you never really need to like check your bank account when you got to pay like the electricity bill or anything.
When was the last time you checked it?
My bank account. I have no idea. No, I have no idea. I honestly, I swear to God, I don't even know how much money I got in my account right now.
That's mad.
I couldn't tell you. It was there. I remember like being like 14, 15 and having to like go, all right, I've got 80 quid left for the rest of the week. Do you remember I grew up in Hounslow, I was a dishwasher. So I know about money. I'm not disrespecting money. But yeah, I just worked really hard in the youth. I worked from 13. So technically I've been working for 27 years. About time I made some money. Do you know what I mean? If you do anything for 27 years, you should make some money if you got a bit about you.
That's
like if you continue doing this in 20 years' time, you'll probably be the head of the BBC.
Hell yeah!
Do you know what I'm saying? Or you have your own channel like DAZN. People don't stay focused for long enough to ever achieve their goals. They get too distracted by girls, drugs, whatever, and then they fuck it up. Whereas me, I've never been married. You know, I've never done drugs in my life. I like a drink here and there socially with my mates, but I've never been addicted to anything. I don't gamble. You know, like I'm not a gambling addict. I put a bet on here and there, but so I just take discipline to my whatever I'm doing. And so that's what's made me achieve. Like if you look at just the discipline I've had, just from, you know, boxing 9 years ago was my first, this weekend was my first ever white collar boxing fight. I saw it come up on my Instagram. And 9 years ago was when I really did my first competitive boxing thing. And now I'm headlining Wembley against KSI pay-per-view on the Zone. I fought in a pub in Camden on white collar boxing in London against some random like accountant. So if you see, that's why I'm doing this fight. I want to inspire others, the youth, they're messing around and not taking their life seriously and can't see the goals ahead of them, to realize that in 9 years, at the age of 31, I've now done all this, fought David Haye, won the WBA international title, you know, fought on the biggest cards, the biggest shows, free pay-per-view cards now in the last 3 fights. And it started off in a pub in Camden, selling £15 a ticket to 10 mates to be able to get on the show.
It's a good story. It is. That's really cool. This weekend as well was the debut. I guess it like I think when I talk to people about it, I say it's not about the motivation because I guess for me, for my situation is some days I wake up motivated, some days I wake up sad, some days I wake up happy. But I'll do the exact same things I do when I'm happy as I do sad. I'll still do get it to upload every day, give it TikToks, go over all the accounts, go over all the emails. I don't reveal all the other stuff, what goes on behind the scenes. But a lot of other stuff, which is always quite interesting. But do you think you still appreciate your lifestyle? Or would you say you take it for granted now? How would you judge it?
No, I appreciate everything because just, you know, when you make big money, you got to risk big money. So you're only 5 deals away from losing it all. You know, I know our mates lost like hundreds of millions in like a year, bankrupt now. You know what I mean? And then also, the more money you have, the more problems you have because more people create stories, more people want some of it, more people, you know, you could have had a partner years ago that he screwed someone over, but now they're asking you because he ain't got no money and you got all the money. So you're always having to pay out fires, always having to deal with different things that always pop up. So I don't take it for granted. I appreciate it. I'm a very appreciative and humble person when it comes to those things. I live the lifestyle that I created for myself. No one gave me nothing. So I'm going to enjoy it, right? If I gave you now £1 billion, what are you going to do? You're going to go buy nice clothes. If you could afford a jet, why would you go on EasyJet if you could afford a real jet? Buy your own jet, right? You would do it. Why would you not? If it meant you're only spending 10% of your worth, right? You buy a boat if you like boats. Why would you not? You buy a Lamborghini if you like Lamborghinis. But it's not who I am as a person because if you catch me and tell me, Joe, what do you like to do? If I was your mate, what would your first thing you do with your mates? First thing I do with my mates is go to the pub. That's what I like to do. Yeah, obviously, it's way more convenient. I ain't got to go through security in the airport. No one's going to tell me to put on a mask or not put on a mask. You know, I can smoke a cigar on my jet. You know, I can do whatever I like. When you're on a plane, put your seatbelt on, take your seatbelt off. Oh, someone sits next to you, bad breath. You got to live it. So if you work really hard to not have to do that anymore, then why would you not? So I appreciate everything that I get. I look out every single morning at my penthouse here in Miami, overlooking the Atlantic Ocean, and I say, good morning, Miami, because I'm just thankful to be here. You know, if you watch my Instagram, I'm always saying thank you because for me, that's what keeps you on top. When you start to get cocky and arrogant and disrespectful of what you came from, then that's when you have lost your mind, and that's when you see them people that they go around, and then it just goes up and straight down. Stay on top. You got to always remember, you know.
Okay, that's really interesting. Like you never forget. There's one last point on this topic. So I find it quite curious. It's not often you get to talk to a billionaire. Dan Bilzerian said something really interesting. He's another very, very rich man. I think it was on Logan Paul's podcast. He said that he wants to go in a few years' time. He wants to go and work at Walmart for 3 months and stay at a little kind of council flat. So then when he goes back to his boats and all the girls, he'll then appreciate it. What do you make of that?
I mean, that's one thing he like that's what he likes to do because he doesn't have the outlet I have. For me, I go to the boxing gym every day, get some guy trying to smash my head in who, you know, lives with 8 people in a little like 2-bedroom flat trying to make it as a pro boxer. That humbles me every day. You know what I mean? I got bruised ribs right now. I got my nose got marked up yesterday in spar, my first spar back, you know, however long. And these guys are trying to get me. So that's my version of going to Walmart is going and boxing, my passion, you know, because I ain't got to do this for the money. Zero. It makes no difference at all. Like I said, I got a terrible deal in my opinion. I'm hardly getting paid. That's how I look at it. It wouldn't even cover my jet both ways.
Oh, really?
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm doing it. I'm doing this. I'm taking this fight for two reasons. One, because I've got to show the difference of the levels between boxers and YouTubers. And two is this Misfits as a brand has gone so viral, and fair play to KSI and the team around it and the zone. But in 24 hours, I've had 126,000 people look at my Instagram at Joe Fournier. Yeah. Normally I get like 20,000 people look at my Instagram. So now when I'm inspiring others and when I'm telling people in 9 years, look what I've done just in boxing, how many kids are going to not join that gang, not pick up them knives, not go shoot someone, not go rob a corner shop, right? And actually go, you know what? If he can do it 31 in 9 years, I'm 15. Think in 9 years, I could be the next world champion. You could. So now this gives me a much bigger voice to inspire others because like you understand now is I made it. I made the money. I live whatever I want to live. So what's greater than giving back to people by giving back education? You give someone 10 quid, they spend it. You teach someone how to make 10 quid every day, then they can live forever. And that's what I like to do. I like to inspire others. I like to make people see the reality. And, you know, we've all had our setbacks. I have setbacks all the time. I get bad news every day. But like you said, and that's very, very, very good of you to, and that's why I always give you the time of day is sometimes I'm feeling down. I'm feeling a bit sad. I still go up and I do my job. Sometimes I'm feeling happy. I still get up and do my job. And that's the thing is consistency. And people, when they're feeling sad, they go off the rails. They go the wrong way and then they make mistakes and then they never achieve their goals, right? But if you can every single day do what you're meant to do, you will achieve whatever you want to achieve in life. That is a fact. I'll back anyone that I could see doing that every day for 10 years. They'll go from 0 to 100 million all day long. But who can do that? That is the mental power. Who can actually do it? Do you think? Yeah. Do you think I don't want to do you think I want to wake up every day now and go sparring against these monsters? I sparred some guy from Freddie Roach's gym just down here in Miami, some heavyweight yesterday. No, 2 days ago. Fucking hell, mate. I left their ribs bruised, had to go in an ice bath, had a hot date for lunch, cancelled the date, go in an ice bath, sauna, take Advils, all sore first day back, super slow, you know, like just getting a bit busted up and sparring. You think that's what I want to do? No, but to look good on TV and to achieve the goals I want to achieve and to make sure that I don't slip up against KSI, that's what I got to grasp. Do you think the next day I wanted to go back to the gym and do it all over again? No. But that's the difference of being someone that sits on your sofa, all these little keyboard warriors cussing me, going, you're going to get knocked out, blah, 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 when they're not going to go to the gym for a week, let alone, you know, do it every single day. So that's the key is that consistency in life, in anything you do. You think, like, I want to go to my clubs every single night. Of course I don't. But if I don't go to my clubs every single night, then shit goes wrong. And that's what made me in it. So you just got to stay on it and stay consistent. But pertaining to KSI, that's what's going to get him unfounded because he's got to consistently win every round because one mistake, he's getting put to sleep. Do you get me? Like he's going to get hit and them gloves are small, 10 ounce.
But to play devil's advocate in that, one mistake in any boxing fight, you get put to sleep.
No, not me, mate. Not me. He ain't got the power to put me anywhere.
You don't think KSI has power?
No. He has, that's what I told you earlier. He has power for a YouTuber. He can knock Jake Paul out. Just can't knock me out. Do you know what I mean? That's the difference. It's a whole different sport. David Haye couldn't knock me out. How's KSI going to do it? David Haye's a cruiserweight, heavyweight world champion. David Haye was
sorry, go ahead. Go ahead, sorry.
David Haye was 230 pounds when I fought at 195 in Florida. 35-pound heavier.
I'll play devil's advocate again. You could argue that David Haye was kind of holding back because you guys are two mates in that kind of exhibition fight. You could argue that as an argument.
All right. Let me tell you something. Call David Haye, ask him himself. David Haye won't hold him back. David Haye won't hold him back. Send him a DM. He won't answer. He always checks his DM. Trying to get his fourth girlfriend.
I'll send him a DM then, actually.
So, Joe, yeah. No, he hit me clean, actually. But he did buzz me. He hit me with a left hook, I think in the second or third round. I think, no. You know, he did hit me, like, he did rock me. But I've never been dropped in sparring.
Never. In nearly the 10 years you've been doing this, never.
Never, 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 never. So it's like I don't see like what KSI is gonna do. Listen, man. I'm the big bad wolf. I'm gonna just come and just kind of suffocate him. He's not gonna be able to hang. What you see him do previously, what has he ever done it with someone of my caliber? He hasn't done it. You saw it with the Jake Paul fight. Jake Paul looked amazing in all his fights till he fought a real fighter. Do you see the correlation here?
I guess, yeah, I guess you could say then you're the first pro boxer he's fought. I guess Pineda technically is a pro boxer, but the levels between you and Pineda are obviously very, very different. One more point. Oh, no, I'm saying you're a lot better than Pineda, Joe. Don't worry. I'm saying you're a lot higher.
No. I'm just saying, like, you can't even put me and Pineda in the same sentence. It's like me comparing myself to Muhammad Ali. That's the level difference in me and Pineda. I like the guy, though. He's a very good story. I watched his story the other day.
Do you like his documentary?
Cool. Yeah, it was very cool. I really liked it. I think he's a real nice guy too, super appreciative. Like that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm not that bothered like about like over negotiating or anything in these deals and making money really, because that money is going to go to them types of fighters, isn't it? That are up and coming, and I'm glad.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, the story is good. Just one last point. I did hear earlier on in the interview you signed a free fight deal with Misfits. Is that correct?
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Yes. So I guess in your terms, you beat KSI. There'll be a rematch, and there'll be one more fight. Who would you look to fight? And if that goes all your way.
If I could fight anyone, I probably want to fight Tommy Fury and a pro bout.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I win that.
Because he beat
I think I win that. I think I win that, and then I think then that's it. Then I don't have to go around the houses fight more. I just beat the one to beat the best one that was, and I've already beaten this one, so then that's it. Then I'll clock the game. It's like Super Mario level 10.
Go around the houses.
I'll just go to Saudi Arabia and pump up Tommy.
Go around the houses. That's probably the expression. I hadn't heard that one before. I guess go in the quick route.
Yeah, go the quick route. Go straight to Tommy. I'm getting old. I'm 40 now, so go straight to Tommy, fight Tommy, knock him out. Pro bout, and then he's ranked as well in the cruiserweight division. I'm a light heavyweight, but I'll still go up. I'll go up and fight him. And get the ranking, and then who knows? Maybe Logan. Then maybe Logan will creep back out and start fighting again. Maybe I could get Logan by the end of the year, and then I'll be everyone.
Well, Logan is fighting this year. The rumors are that it's Darren Till, but Logan, I think he will consistently box on Misfits, maybe like once or twice a year. So you never know.
I like Darren Till, so I ain't going to say anything bad about that fight. If it happens, good luck to both of them. I like Logan Paul too. I think he's a nice guy. I saw him in my elevator here in Miami with his missus. Super nice guy. I told him, let's do it. He was like, yeah, let's do it. I'm like, all right. So he's the one that told me I was fighting KSI. He told me before I even got the contract. Yeah. So no, I'd fight him. I actually don't dislike any of them, to be honest with you. But I'm just a bit of like, I'm a killer. Like that's my mindset. It's like kill or be killed. So it's like, it's not like, I think KSI is chatting a bit too much now. He's getting a bit leery. So he's making me a bit more ruthless with him. So he's going to turn into a bit of bad blood. I can already feel it because, like I heard him say, I'll knock Joe out, easy work. What? Are you crazy? Are you drinking too much of that prime going to your head? Like, there's as much chance. Like, let me just tell you this. It's going to be more one-sided than the Bukkake, this fight. He's going to get battered. Honestly, he's going to get really battered. He's going to be a lot of pain. I think he might cry. I think he might actually cry in this fight. He might turn around to his corner and say, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to sing. I want to go back to rapping.
What a statement, Joe. That's going to be the title of this interview. I've done many interviews, Joe. I've probably done over good knows over 1,000. This is definitely one of the most interesting ones. I'm very lucky in my position at 18 years old to get access to quite a few different people. Like you mentioned Logan Paul earlier. I saw him out in Saudi Arabia. I came over. He came over. It was like, Fred, he gave me a hug. So I'm very lucky to be in the position I'm in. And I can have access to lots of different people. If you're in my position right now, what do you think the next few steps would be for the business and kind of for me? What advice would you give to me? I'm really curious.
I would continue building your network. Your network is your net worth, as they say. So keep getting in with Logan, keep getting in with KSI, keep getting in with all these guys. Also, you understand boxing a little bit, so you must see someone that's on the platforms that is going to do well, that you think will continue to win and achieve, that maybe isn't as big as the big guys that don't have as much time for you. So maybe you start building and developing with one or two guys, and start doing some more interviews. And if you saw something that I think the Zone did incredibly well and Misfits did really well, was the Pineda documentary that you enjoyed and I enjoyed, and we're 20 years apart, right? So if those types of things, again, in the in-depth behind of what the boxer's motivation. So today on your podcast, you're going to find out my motivation is to inspire others. It wasn't for the money. It wasn't really to do anything more. Just my voice is going to be much bigger after this fight to inspire other people. And that's what makes me feel good about myself, right? And one of the things that you do very well is you explain something that I think will inspire others as well. When I'm having a good day, I go to work. When I'm having a bad day, I go to work. You never drop off. And that, if people can just do that one thing every day, they're going to achieve their goals. So what I would say is stick to your own method of what you're doing, and just try and expand it. Every couple of weeks, brainstorm with yourself. Say, how can I make this better? Draw it on a piece of paper. That's what I used to do. How can I build my business bigger? I'd do a big circle, say my business. And I'd say, I'd put as many ideas and little lines out. And then under those lines, how do I get that idea done? And then I would explore it. And then I'd only then in the end pick 3. And I'll try those ideas for a month or 2 months or 3 months. And if they work, I would continue growing them. And if they didn't work, I would try some of the other ideas. And every 2 weeks, I'd look back and say, where I got to where. And you always got to track everything. If you track stuff, you see where you've got to. Same in your fitness, same in your weight loss, same in your weight gain. You're tracking your weight, you know where you're at. If you're just kind of winging it, I have a feel for it, you never go anywhere, you just tread water. So I would say track what you're doing. Very easy to do in your business, but also like think outside the box. Like what do people really do want to see? What do people do really want to know? Maybe there's one of those, up and coming misfits fighters that would say that, that I don't live too far away from you. That might go, come film me in the gym. Maybe do a podcast in the gym. Maybe people are asking you questions. Why are you always asking me questions? Maybe I want to know what you had for breakfast today. That's interesting because now Fred, people are starting to know who you are. So let's see who Fred is. One thing that one of the most successful podcasts in the world is probably Joe Rogan, and then I guess maybe Logan's. I don't really watch a lot of podcasts, but they're the ones that I enjoy. And a lot of people ask Joe Rogan questions. That's the bit no one realizes. Is, you get to know, why do I watch Joe Rogan? Because I know a lot about him. Because he's telling me about him. And I think that's something you could look at as well, maybe, like get to know you a little bit better. How did you get so far by the age of 18?
But then it's making myself the main character and being selfish and taking the limelight from the person I'm interviewing. I'm talking about myself.
Oh, because I like to know, like we're doing an interview now, I'm talking about you. If you're secure within yourself, you want the interview to do well. One of my favorite people in the business is Kugan Cassius. Because I know the guy and I like him. And if he cats out there and his podcast, they go back and forth as well. Like, I'm just saying, it is about you. It's your channel. Be selfish. I'm selfish as hell. So I don't have a girlfriend. I think about myself too much. Don't want to share my money.
Well, I guess any business, any stage of life, you've got to be selfish. You've got to put yourself first at any time. When your mates are going, you say, no, I'm staying and do this. Like for me, I never go. I barely ever go out. I think I have a friend coming over to Manchester next week, and they're like, where are we going to go? And I live in Manchester, and I'm thinking, I actually don't know. I never go out in Manchester. I've probably been out 3 or 4 times, and those to be in the airport or the bus station, they bus back down to London or the airport to go to another country. So legit, actually, I don't know anywhere.
Yeah. Well, that's your life, isn't it? And people want to know about that. But if I was you, also, and don't get complacent that you're 18, you've got this far, because you could be 19 and have nothing. So, you're 18, got this far, you got a head start, but doesn't mean you've made it. So now is when you really dig deep and grind, because next you're going to be 28.
Is it like that? Is it really quick like that?
Trust me, I'm 40. I remember being your age, being a professional basketball player, traveling the world and thinking like, fuck me, this guy's 40, he's nearly dead. Now I'm 40, so it does go fast, trust me.
Okay, that's crazy. Joe, that's one of the best things you've ever done. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, mate. Cool. Good to talk to you again, and see you at the fight.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Joe.
Take care. Bye-bye.